something crosses the road. It's skeletal like, fleshy, and it stands up, and then it like kind of just almost like leaps.
They look back and they see one. Clear as day. It walked 5 feet away from my audio recorder. We just saw a Bigfoot. Holy crap.
I've been pinched, I've been tapped on the shoulder, I've had my name hollered, a hand came up underneath my left arm. I said, little son of a bitch tried to get me. That was the time that I decided you don't sleep inside that building.
Did you see that?
The cow cur, it's big, it's white, and it runs faster than any man could ever run. And it would lean out behind the tree. And that's why we never go out. Because the booger will get you.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Exploring the Unknown. I'm Dustin.
I'm Luke.
There must be some lag or something, because I felt like I was waiting a long time for you to answer. Hold on, I have a visitor. What's up? Oh, okay. All right, she wants a snack. Give me 1 second while I open this snack.
Open the snacks for the kids.
There you go. All right. Cool. Yeah. So tonight, we're diving into some strange and obscure cryptids. I think a lot of the ones that I found have wings. So a lot of the creatures that we're going to talk about on my end are going to be flying. But, you're probably going to hear about some that you've never heard of. But once you do, you'll never unhear them.
Yes,
What's
you're going to be
buddy?
like, is are these real things?
Yeah.
The one we're talking about, the one we both picked, I find very interesting. And, it's unusual. I heard of it and I was like, this can't be real. It can't be. And I've heard of a couple other ones that we have on the list, but this one, it's very strange.
Yeah, Are you talking about the Snallygaster?
No, I'm talking about the South Batsquatch.
Oh, the Batsquatch. Yeah, I'm very interested to talk about that one. So, you know what? I'll leave it up to you. What do you want to start? You want to start Snallygaster or Batsquatch?
Hold on.
Okay. Just take the bag.
We'll talk about the Batsquatch.
Okay.
Because I find this creature very obsessed. I can't even think of a word.
Obscure.
Yeah. So it's a flying Bigfoot. Which, how is that possible? Like, who came up with a flying Bigfoot? So, this Batsquatch is exactly what it sounds. It's a Sasquatch that has giant bat wings. How do you feel about that?
I don't know how I feel about that. I've never heard of anything like that before. When you brought it up the other day, I was like, there's such a thing? That's even in the cryptid world, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, no. It's so bizarre. Like, it's hard for me to believe it's real.
When was it first reported or whatever?
The first reported was in 1980 near Mount St. Helens in Washington State. Which 1980s is a long time ago, if you really think about it. But they come up with this creature with Bigfoot with wings, and it's crazy. It's between 7 to 9 feet tall. bluish or dark purple fur, and a wingspan up to 30 feet with glowing
Holy
red
crap!
eyes. Yeah, that's
Where
massive.
where was this thing seen? You said
Mount,
Mount St.
Mount St.
Helens.
Helens. Um,
Jeez.
it has clawed hands and wolf-like snout, and sometimes described with a tail. So it's if I seen this thing, I'd be
To
gone.
me, to me, it sounds more like a bat. It sounds, more bat features, right?
Yeah, I say so. So like a Batman type of thing.
Batman, like a literal Batman. He's not out there fighting crime, though.
Yeah.
Is this like a
First report.
widely?
Yeah.
Is this like a widely reported thing, or is it just like a one-off, like Mothman or something? Well, I guess Mothman wasn't a one-off, but
It doesn't really say. But the first sighting was surfaced after the volcano erupted in Mount St. Helens. So after the Mount St. Helens volcano erupted in 1980, that's when the first sighting of this thing happened. Witnesses claimed strange flying creatures were seen in the smoke and ash. Some people may have feared this creature. So what it sounds like to me is they see this thing flying around in the smoke. Sounds to me like it could possibly be like a misidentification of something.
I don't know what's out there in Mount St. Helens that's got a 30-foot wingspan, though.
Yeah,
An airplane, maybe.
but it's in the smoke, so it's really they could have seen something. And in 1994, in Buckley, Washington, a student named Brandon Canfield claimed his truck suddenly stalled out near the works. A huge winged creature landing nearby stared at him, eventually flew off. Afterward, his truck started right back up without any issue. So, to me, this more sounds like a Mothman type creature than a Batsquatch. I mean,
A Batsquatch.
this sounds like Mothman. 20-foot wingspan, glaring red eyes. It's just sounds like Mothman.
Yeah. I guess the descriptions are.
And they say Mothman comes around when tragedies happen. So Mount St. Helens erupting is pretty like devastating if it kills a whole bunch of people. So I mean, is it an omen? Then the latest report, it doesn't say when it is. Hikers and campers and pilots have reported winged humanoids over the Cascades. Description varies slightly. I'm sorry. But all agree the same size and balance. So this thing sounds like Mothman to me. I think Mothman when I think of this creature.
Yeah. So I did a little bit of digging on Reddit, and I found an encounter with something that was bat-winged in Oregon. So this Redditor posts on Our Paranormal, says, about 10 years ago, I was camping with friends near the base of Mount Hood. We saw what we thought was a big bird flying overhead around dusk, but it didn't excuse me, It didn't flap its wings. It glided totally still. The shape was all wrong. Thick torso, long legs dangling, and wide wings like a bat. No feathers, no sound. It flew right over us, and we all saw it. Um, I swear on my life that thing wasn't natural, is what it says. So, what do you think it is that they saw? Do you think maybe just, not being able to judge how far away it is? Maybe it just looks bigger than, maybe they misidentified something?
I think it has to go with a misidentification. I mean, Batsquatch, that does. I don't think it's the real thing, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's an interesting concept though, and to think that maybe, maybe there's something out there like Sasquatch flying around. I doubt it though. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think this one goes under the book of not real. Or Mothman.
Yeah. So I have one. Hold on, I got something in my eye. I have one. So we don't really venture too far outside of the U.S. whenever it comes to cryptids and stuff. This one comes from Africa. It's called the I'm gonna butcher this name. The Kongamato. It's Africa's sky demon. So people have been reporting a terrifying winged creature called the Kongamoto. It resembles a pterosaur. I don't know what a pterosaur is unless it looks like a pterodactyl, but it has giant leathery wings, no feathers, a sharp beak, and it has a habit of attacking anyone who gets too close to rivers or caves.
Interesting.
It's often been called Africa's Thunderbird. Western explorers in the 1920s and 1930s reported seeing something huge and winged take off from the swamp. See, there are big birds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing that caught my interest was you said they call it the African Thunderbird. What if it is a Thunderbird?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Whenever it comes to flying cryptids and things like that, I have a harder time believing it because I feel like we would see more of it.
But how often do you really look up?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Whenever did we do an episode on atmospheric beasts, or did we just kind of touch on it?
We should do an episode.
I think we should too, but I think that's more of a possibility than more bird-like creatures. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I could be wrong. But I came across another Reddit encounter of a giant bird in the marsh. They said, I saw something in the Everglades when I was fishing late one evening. It was massive, wingspan easily wider than a truck. It was sitting on a stump and took off when I cast too close. It didn't fly like a bird. It flapped twice and just glided over the water silent. I don't know what I saw, but it sure was an egret. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
Again,
interesting too.
Birds, just weird birds. Just people. I'm misidentifying birds, I think, is what is the biggest thing here.
I agree. So I dig I found this creature called the Pope-like monster. It's like a goat man type creature, and this creature is pretty intense when you have encounters with it. They say this creature is a goat human hybrid, about 7 to 6 feet tall, 6 to 7 feet tall. Um, the appearance: goat legs with clove twigs, and a human torso and arms, and a goat with like head with horns. Pale skin or fur with glowing eyes. Um, this is weird too because it often described as like a filthy and rotten animal stench when you come across it. Because Bigfoot has the same thing, like rotten animal stench. Um, and this is, if I sing this, I'll be gone. Sometimes seen holding a bloody axe. No. Yeah, I know you're gonna.
I don't know. I'm having a very hard time believing in any of these, to be honest with you.
Well, I've had a goat man before. And a goat man's a pretty interesting thing. We might want to do an episode on that too.
Yeah, I've heard of Goat Man before. Yeah, but go ahead.
The Pope-like monster is said to lure people into train trestles where they struck by an oncoming train that falls to near death.
See, that sounds like it's something more paranormal.
Well, they say there's some satanic rituals that go along with this thing too. The Bridge of Death is where this thing is mostly found. The Pope-like Trestle Bridge is an active railroad bridge over 90 feet high and nearly 600 feet long. Multiple people have accidentally died trying to climb or walk on a trestle looking for this creature. So it has to be something if there's people going out looking for it.
Yeah, you would think that. Yeah, I mean, we go looking for Bigfoot and whatnot, but nobody's found him yet.
No, yeah, very true. They believe this was a satanic ritual gone wrong. A man was turned into goat man through occult rituals, which that's it's hard to say. I mean, how can you turn half goat in a ritual? But I mean, I guess anything's possible.
I don't know. I mean, maybe not in a physical sense, but maybe in a spiritual sense. Yeah.
Yeah. They also believe this is like a demonic entity, which I've heard like goat man and stuff like that being a demonic creature.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've heard of Goat Man, like Goat Man Bridge or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we should definitely do a little deep dive on that at some point. We didn't go over the Snallygaster yet, though, did we?
No. We haven't.
Let's see. The Snallygaster. So, just throwing this out there, Snallygaster sounds like a Pokemon, but This cryptid comes out of Maryland, Maryland folklore, especially around the Frederick County area. It's described as having a bird-like body, leathery wings, a single eye, metal claws, and even tentacles. So basically, like someone mashed up a dragon, an octopus, and a horror movie prop all in one.
Yeah, the Snallygaster, you told me about it a while back, and I looked it up, and that is some type of creature. Um, it's weird because I remember watching Mount Monsters back in the day, and they came up. They had a Snallygaster on their show, but it doesn't look like the Snallygaster that you described.
Right.
It's more like a dinosaur-looking creature. So, where they came up with that idea compared to what it actually is, but like this description is completely different.
Yeah. What is it? What is the description of it?
Um, I would have to look it up. I'm not sure exactly, but it doesn't look like
Was it on Mountain
that.
Monsters?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I don't get into politics.
um. Yeah, it doesn't look nearly at all what that thing looks like. It more looks like a dinosaur with giant wings,
Yeah.
with sharp teeth. Now, compared to what you said, no, not even close. But that's a very interesting creature as well. Um,
Yeah. Well, get this.
What?
Back in the 1700s and the 1800s, the Snallygaster was so there were actual newspaper articles about it. Teddy Roosevelt supposedly even
ooh, you're lagging a
some
little
say
bit.
the government even oh no, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Some say that the government even covered up a body back in the day. Of the
Interesting.
Snallygaster. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how true it is. Just like anything else that you find on the internet, you got to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Apparently this creature's a blood drinking cryptid. It says it swoops
Really?
down and drinks livestock or people of their blood. I can see people, livestock, but people, that's kind of far-fetched. So apparently lives in mountains and like the caves of mountains, which I can see something like that living in a cave.
Yeah, I would agree.
This is also a like fear tactic with kids. Stories say they can snatch up kids and carry them off. So, could you imagine being told as a kid, "Oh, you better be careful outside. The Snallygaster will come and pick you up and take you away."
I mean, some birds could probably pick up little kids and take them away.
Uh,
I think I've seen
I
some
agree.
videos of birds swooping down and picking up little kids and kind of carrying them off a little bit.
Mhm.
But I came across this post on Reddit from Maryland called Strange Screeching in the Sky. This Redditor shares, I was hiking in western Maryland last fall near Catoctin Mountain. I heard this high-pitched metallic screech from the tree canopy, not like any bird I've ever heard. Then the trees went dead silent. My dog froze and stared upward. I didn't see anything at first, but later that night I heard that same sound again outside my cabin, followed by a thud on my roof. I waited till morning to check and then found deep scratches near the edge of the shingles.
But it could just be a bug, or it's really a Snallygaster. Again,
Could have been a tree that fell.
that too. Well, you would think if there was a tree that fell, it would be pretty noticeable.
You would think. You would think.
But people don't think the obvious.
Yeah. You want to hear some crazy stuff? Well, first off, do you have more about any of these cryptids or creatures?
Well, I find this very interesting. So the Snallygaster appears in Fallout 76, the video game.
Mm-hmm.
Which, why would that be in a video game?
I don't know. I mean, creator's choice. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've never played the game.
neither have I. No, I don't have anything else on these creatures so far.
So, get this.
What's up?
I was sitting out in the living room the other night, and it was just me and the two little ones. And I thought that I heard one of the doors in the hallway open up or close, one of the two.
Mhm.
Then I was back here, and Renee was on her way home, so I knew she was getting close. I thought I heard her come in, and I thought I heard Asa, because she had the little ones at this point. And I thought I heard her come in, and I thought I heard Asa out in the living room. I got up to go out there, and when I got out there, nobody was here.
Interesting. How shortly after that happened did they get home?
Not long, because I called Renee, or no, Renee called me. Renee called me, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm on my way home from wherever." And I was like, "So since you left, you haven't been home at all?" And she's like, "No." I'm like, I heard Rocky was even reacting to it. He jumped up like, somebody's pulling in the driveway. Nobody was here.
Mhm.
It was just me.
That's interesting because we talked to somebody that happened there.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, that's what I told Renee. I was like, "You remember that spirit that kind of mimics what you do before you get here?"
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I don't know.
That is very interesting.
I don't know. But I don't have any more for any of the cryptids.
Well,
I feel
I
like
have,
this was more of a laid back episode.
Yeah, I have one more cryptid we can talk about. The flatwood monster.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I don't really know that story.
I find this cryptid to be very strange. It's in Braxton County. It's known as the Braxton County monster as well. And the Phantom of the Flatwoods is also the name of this creature. This is located in Flatwoods, West Virginia. The other name, Flatwoods Monster. The first sighting of this thing was September 12th, 1952. Which is crazy, because that is a long time ago. So it's 7 to 10 foot tall creature, and it's a humanoid, but not entirely human. The head is shaped as a spade. And the helmet. So it's like a helmet type of thing, which is weird. And it has glowing red or green eyes. So they say it changes color eyes. Um, some say it was like a metal suit and a flowing green robe or dress. Um, the hands are like a mechanical robot-like arm and hands, which is very interesting because why? How can it be robotic? If
Yeah,
it's
I'm
a
thinking
living
more
creature?
alien than
Yeah,
cryptid.
I'm thinking alien too. Um, so it has a foul sulfur smell to it, which makes me think um something demonic because they say demonic things have like a sulfur smell to them. But it's weird because looking at this list of information I got on ChatGPT, everything has like a UFO or alien like icon with it. Like the first encounter thing in 1952 has a UFO next to it, which is making me think this
Mhm.
thing is something extraterrestrial. Um, a lot of people were believing it could be an alien in like a robot suit, which makes sense. But why would aliens be wearing robot suits?
I mean, aliens.
Yeah. Um, it's just a weird
Maybe they're
look.
robots.
Maybe.
Maybe it's AI that has evolved and is now like trying to come back to, speed up the process.
Very possible. Have you ever seen the picture of the Flatworks monster?
Yeah,
It's a very weird looking creature.
it is
It
weird
just
looking. It looks more
doesn't
like an
look.
alien to me.
Yeah. So I think it has something to do with an alien. And there's some theories of this thing is a government cover up with linked to the Cold War and UFOs,
Hmm.
which I mean it could be very possible. And there's another theory is it was an alien, a pilot that crashed here, which I could see that being something as well. But I mean, I think that's everything on the Flatwood monster. Some of these monsters just doesn't seem real.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Um, yeah. Well, in that case, do we want to wrap it up from here then?
Yeah. Before we get uh take off with this, how do you feel about Matt Rife buying the museum?
Oh, I find that interesting. I mean, I've seen him go ghost hunting and stuff before, so I think that he has an interest in it. So it isn't just for the money or
Publicity.
anything like that. It could be, it could be for business related things, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. I think they're allowing you to stay there now. I think that you can like book a night there and stay the night with Annabelle.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I seen that
Let's
come
do it.
across my TikTok the other day, like 2 days ago, and I was like, Matt Rife bought like the Warren's
The War
Museum.
Museum. Yeah.
And it's strange because like that dude just passed away not even like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
I feel like it might have been in the works already.
Possibly. It's just coincidence how like he dies, then Matt Rife buys the
Yeah.
museum shortly after.
Yeah.
But
That's wild.
very interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah. So if you've seen anything, strange and obscure, glowing eyes in the sky, or even just weird noises in the woods, we would love to hear your story. You can email us at exploringtheunknownpod@outlook.com, or you can leave us a voicemail at 412-533-3483. And you know what? If you're too shy to talk, you could just send us a message. We'll read it for you.
And if we get enough of them, maybe we'll do a whole episode on just the voicemails. We'll play them live, and we'll see how that goes.
I would love for people to call in and leave some voicemail messages of their stories and encounters. I think that would be really cool. So let's do this real quick.
You know what we forgot last episode?
What?
We forgot the would you rather question last episode.
We did. Do you have one?
I do not know.
Well, guess what? I do. So let me take that down for a second. Would you rather camp alone in the woods where Batsquatch was seen, or sleep in an abandoned barn under the flight path of the Snallygaster?
Both creatures are terrifying. I'm gonna go with the second one because at least I'm in a building. The second one, first one,
Yeah. Camping in the woods. Yeah, I guess I would probably take the second one too. I don't want to be out there without cover.
Yeah, at least if you're in the building, you have some type of cover.
Yeah.
So
that one was kind of weak,
easy.
I feel.
So we're gonna start doing this thing on every end of the episode. We're gonna spin the wheel to see what our next week topic is going to be.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Are we ready to spin the wheel?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Oh man, that's hard to watch. Whoa. Looks like it's haunted asylums and sanitariums. That should be fun. Haunted asylums and
That would be a fun episode.
sanitariums. Yes, I agree. Me too. But I think that's about all we have for this episode. Thank you guys for watching or listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And
till next time. Keep exploring your night.
See you guys.